Hello viewers, we're going to do a review on Strike Force Hero 2, one of the best Strike Force Hero game in the series. And holy shit, is this an amazing game. I mean, it is absolutely just perfect. So there are 5 classes. In the old game there was 4, right? And each class has like a specific role. Like engineering, they can plant turrets. Um, Mercenary class, they're mainly just for themselves. They can just buff themselves right the fuck up and get really strong. General class, they are the supports in the game. No longer medics are in this. It's general. They can buff up your accuracy, your critical damage, you know, regeneration, HP regen, anything. Snipers, assassins are just the same. And, tanks, they removed the shields, which I didn't like that, because I wasn't a fan of the shields, but I did think the shields were, what made a tank, you know? But yeah. And each class has their own perks and, like, ability. Like, they have passives. Each class has their own passive. Each one has their own kill streaks. I would say Nathan is good in the normal difficulties, but then and maybe in hard difficulties too, but once you get to the hardest ones, like Nathan, you can't play Nathan anymore, because you can't play engineer class, because it can't keep up with the hard difficulty. Same with mercenary. But tanks, the Juggernaut, is perfect for the harder difficulties, because they have so much HP, so much like defense, and they can cause damage reduction with their kill streaks. It's pretty cool. What else? What else? Assassins are the strongest offensive class, but they fall off in challenge missions. And there are so many type of guns. You have to every mission. There's a shop where all your guns restock, and you can also gamble for better equipments. You could just start a mission and then leave it, and then you'll get a new shot, like more items. I think that's like that works. Um, I will say that it's kind of worth doing the jackpot machine, the slot machine, because like it's usually get good weapons or armors or attachments or whatever. As for the profiling, you get to know about each character. Nathan from the last game, he dropped. He was too reckless for his love for glory, so he got discharged, which sucks. But Nathan continued, to like train and shit, and now he tries to use his skills to the heroes, the Strike Force heroes. But yeah, you get to know everything about them. My favorite characters personally is Jin the Sniper, aka Sniper X Killer. But because I just think he's cool. But yeah, now the quick matches are awesome. I never talked about quick matches in the other reviews, but Strike Force Heroes quick matches were pretty good, and I enjoyed it. There were a few bugs though. I think in deathmatch for the first game, or was it, or this one, I don't know which, but if you put the maximum amount of players in a deathmatch, the game would bug out and glitch and shit. I don't know if it happens every time, but I've experienced it. Um, the storyline for this game is great. Even the soundtrack and the voice acting is just amazing. There are 15 levels for the campaign and 15 levels for the challenge missions. And yes, in the challenge mission, the final boss is the creators again. They're even tougher, but it shouldn't be a big, like it's not that hard, but it could be a challenge. As for the storyline, you first start off the level as some how do I say it? You're a couple of astronauts that are in space on a satellite, and then suddenly you get attacked. I chose the wrong character. And then suddenly you get attacked by Globex, right? And then the astronauts die, and they have control of a satellite. And then you just like go back to the heroes, where you're playing as a recruit, and the Strike Force heroes try to test you, and you have to pass the test. Again, I chose the wrong character. What the hell's wrong with me? Um, yeah, you pass the test, and then Globex attacks you. Later on, you have to meet the scientist who says that the Globex are clones, and they've always been clones. And somewhere they must have a factory where they're, you know, creating more clones. So then, interesting thing about this though is that I noticed that when the Globex attacked in the third mission, I believe, the Dex was missing, and Dex is a mercenary. He only works for money. Apparently, the Strike Force hero pays well enough for him to work for them. Yeah, Dex was missing when the globe is attacked, which kind of, you know, raises your suspicion that something's up with Dex. Anyway, back to where it originally was. Yeah, they have a factory, and you have to find Liagi, who is a DNA specialist. Apparently, Liagi tells you that that they're being controlled by radio, so they're being told what to do. But there's a way to like make them the clones human again, and not be like, you know, killing machines. So yeah. Later on, Dex betrays you. Well, no. Later on, you find the factory and you find out that the clones are you and the Strike Force heroes. They cloned you guys, which is pretty whack. And like Dex just said, Dex tries to blame West, saying that maybe West would have something to do with this. So then when they get to West, Dex goes from behind and blows West's head off. Just fucking brutal. Yeah, so apparently Globex pays better than the Strike Force hero, and so Dex betrays. And then Dex plans on killing Liagi, and you know the Strike Force heroes have to beat him to it. Now, sadly, Dex beat them to it and killed Liagi and made a clone of him. Right, so that sucks. And so the Globex's plan is that they have a huge mecha, like a giant. It looks like Metal Gear from Metal Gear Solid. It's just, again, like creators love Metal Gear Solid, so it's just, of course the machine would look like Metal Gear. They plan to launch some nukes in the city, or to the whole planet, and Nathan doesn't like that, and they have to stop him. But, well, no. Oh Jesus, I went out of order. Fuck. Hold on, guys. Let me go back a bit. You go into the factory. You try to stop the clones, but Nathan, Sniper X Killa, Tower, I mean, have been captured. So it's up to you as recruits to stop them, right? So yeah, there we go. I forgot to explain that. Of course, the Globex leader is involved because the one you killed in the first game was a goddamn clone. Go figure, right? I mean, of course. I mean, whatever. Kind of annoying that you have to fight him again, but it makes it a little interesting. You have to fight the mech as well. You have to avoid its attacks and everything, so that makes it like a challenge. Yeah, Globex leader kills Dex because Dex is too greedy for money. You know, he's just too expensive. So that's one, you know, that's one less villain down. You know, one less villain to worry about. And you have to fight the Globex leader, but it turns out the Globex leader made extra clones of himself, so you have to fight 3 of him. One being a tank, the other being a fucking assassin, the other one being a West type character, and the main one being, I don't know, I forget. But yeah, you have to fight 4 of them, including having to dodge the mechs. Luckily, you find a suit that gives you extra health, which is great. It kind of like makes it a little fair, somewhat. After you beat him, Globix leader falls to his death and dies, and you save the day. But it turns out that somebody turned the clones back on, and it turns out that the scientist that you saved at the very first game, he was the villain behind all this, and that blew my mind. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect this, but I mean, hey, it happens. I mean. Yeah, they did a good job on that twist. I personally loved it. It just tells you that there has to be a part 3. And I'm very disappointed with part 3. Just like with Raze 3. But hey, it's fine. I just can't believe that the scientist was the bad guy here. And I believe the scientist was the scientist a clone? He had like really weird red eyes, I believe. So he had to be a clone. But I don't know. That's what I think. So the rating I give this game is like a 10 out of 10. I have no issues with this game. Like, the game's amazing. I fucking love every single thing about it. And and if you guys tell me what you think about this game. Your opinions, your ratings, what you disliked, what you loved about it. I honestly have no issue with this game, and the quick matches are amazing too. They just rock. There's so much you can do, and I like it. I've never beaten this game on the hardest difficulty, which is insane, but I've done hard, and it's pretty difficult. But it's very fun, and it's enjoyable. So yeah, rating is 10 out of 10. If you guys want to tell me your all's opinion about it, go ahead and comment about it. I'd be happy to chat and hear you guys out. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Peace, y'all fucking rock.